I want to share my October. Is it even filming? Yes, okay. I want to share my, is this September, October, November? This is November's project. Have to get them straight in my head. I made a video a little bit ago about my Happy Mail from Big Mama, and I noticed I had black ink all over my hand, and I was like, where did that ink come from? And then I remembered. I stenciled, and you'll be able to see it a little bit on here. I stenciled a fish on this box I made for my husband, and the distress ink, it doesn't like dry on this. It'll dry on paper, but on this finish of wood paint, it didn't dry. So when I touched it, it smeared on my hand. But I wiped it off with a wet rag, and a little bit of the image stayed on there. So you can kind of see it a little bit. But anyways, I made this box out of the Dear Julie's fishing digital. And my husband loves to fish. And I wanted to make him something that had to do with fishing or hunting, since he's a big hunter. And a fisherman. So anyways, I made this box, and the lid opens up, and I put the fishing song in the box. And you know what, I wish that you could smell the wonderful smell of this box through the camera, because I tell you what, it's horrendous. I don't know, someone must have kept baby mice in this thing. I didn't have vinegar. Someone suggested to try vinegar. I used Clorox to try to wipe it out, and then I sprayed the heck out of it with Lysol, so it just smells so wonderful. But anyways, I put the digital on top there. I hope you guys are, well, you're probably seeing it upside down. And I put a digital here on the side. It was the collage digital with all the little fishing, what is it? Fishing cards, postcards and stuff. So, and then I added these here too. I'm kind of scared to touch this because I put the fish, I don't know what's going to be upside down to you guys. But anyways, I stamped the fish on there, and I know part of it's going to smear, so I'm trying not to touch that. I kind of regretted putting that on after I did, because it covered up this man's, had a fishing bag hanging off his chair. So anyways, I went and I bought this knob, and I put it on there, so you know my husband goes to open that, and then I put the other digital on the other side, and I put two little handles there on the box to carry. So anyways, and then the bottom is this, I put those felt pads on there. So anyways, that is one part of my project. And then the other part, I was at the thrift store, and I found my husband's name. It's Mike. And I found the letters, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this will be perfect. Because I have a sign that, well, it says relax, and I'll go grab it, because it was my inspiration for this. So let me go grab it real quick and show you. So anyways, I got this at the thrift store, and I just loved it. It's got whatever that old picture on there. So when I saw his name, instantly I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to make, and using the Fishing Digitals. So that's how I decided what my next project was going to be. So anyways, and what I did was I tried to film while I was making this, and I think I got a little bit of it, which I'll post. Well, yeah, I'll post it. But anyways, I did the technique where you brush the decoupage glue onto your wood or whatever, the project you're working on. You let it dry. Then you put your paper on there, and then you iron it. And what it does is it reheats the glue. And so a lot of times when you're trying to decoupage, you tend to get a lot of bubbles. And doing it this way, you get a really smooth finish. You don't get any bubbles, which on the other video, I did get bubbles. On the M and the I got a ton of bubbles, and I couldn't figure out what I did. There's still a little bit, excuse me, there's still a little bit of bubbles, but I re-ironed this, and it took out some, well, it took out a lot of the bubbles actually, but it's really not noticeable. So I re-ironed the M and the I. And the one thing, you need to put something on, I put another paper in between this and the iron, because I didn't realize that iron made a bunch of black on this, on the I especially. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't hold it on long enough, but it did a little bit on the M. So anyways, I ironed it, and then ironed it on there, and then I just kind of cut the excess paper off of there, and then I used a sanding block, and I sanded the edges, and then I just distressed the edges, and this is, you know, what it looks like. It's probably not even real wood. So anyways, and then I distressed the edges. And what I might do in the future, like when we do get a house and Mike puts this up, I'm gonna attach these together so it's one solid piece. And I'll put some metal, I don't know what those little anchors are to hold this together, so his name is just one, so it's one solid piece. But anyways, again, I apologize that I didn't get to film while I was doing my project. I was intending to, but every time that I would try to film, because we were living at my mother-in-law's at that time, there was someone coming down into the basement, you know, I was getting interrupted, and it just wasn't working out like I wanted to. But anyways, so this is my October's project. This fishing box and his name. So there are plenty of ways to use digitals besides junk journaling, which is a wonderful thing. I love to junk journal, but they can be beautiful wall decor. So many things you can make with the digitals. In my first project, you saw where I ironed the digital using that Wonder Under, and ironed it to to fabric. That's what I did. I ironed it to fabric, and it made it feel like it was like a canvas. So, I mean, you can make pillows, and yeah, Ava made a pillow where she actually printed on fabric, which it is possible to do that. There are other ways to do it also. So there's just so many things you can do with the digitals. You'll have to go check out Julie's Etsy store, Dear Julie Julie, and look and see what she's got available to play with. Because, I mean, yes, this is a man's project and geared toward a man, but there's so many beautiful digitals. I love Easter, you know, and you can do an Easter project. You can make an Easter basket with the digitals. You know, do the Wonder Under, iron the fabric and make a purse. There's just so many options, you know, in a direction you can go. You just got to get your creative juices flowing. So I hope that I help do that to inspire you to do something fun. So go check out Julie's Etsy store. Again, Dear Julie Julie. And get inspired. Start getting those creative juices flowing and have fun. I had a good time doing this. So, and also Mike just had a birthday. So this is part of his birthday present. So anyways, we'll see you next month for the next project. See you guys later. Bye-bye.